Good evening, Council, members of the public, our media friends. I'd like to call the Tuesday, July 25th, 2023 public hearing meeting to order. First up on the agenda is adoption of the public hearing agenda. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, second by Councillor Pearson. There should be no additions or deletions from a public hearing, so all in favor? It's carried. On to the 3.1, I will now read aloud the public hearing statement for this evening. When I can find it. There it is. And when it loads. This public hearing convened at the Village of Valemount, Council Chambers at 735 Cranberry Lake Road in Valemount, BC, is being convened pursuant to the terms of the Local Government Act prior to consideration of one item. Village of Valemount Zoning Bylaw 847-2021, Amendment Bylaw 881-2023. At a public hearing, any person present who believes that they are affected by a matter being considered shall be given an opportunity to be heard on the matter contained in the proposal. Members of the public speaking to the proposal should, at the appropriate time, commence your address to this council by stating your name and area of residence. We do not need your address. At which time you may give us the benefit of your views concerning the proposal. Everyone who deems their interests are impacted shall be given, or are affected, shall be given the opportunity to be heard at this meeting. No one will be or should feel discouraged or prevented from making their views known. All who submit comments at this public hearing will restrict their remarks to matters contained in the proposal, and it is my responsibility as chairperson of this meeting to ensure that all remarks are so restricted. At the conclusion of a public hearing, council may, without further notice, give whatever effect council believes proper to the representation made at the hearing. I'd like to invite for 4.1 a presentation by staff, proposed amendments to Village of Valemount Zoning Amendment Bylaw 847-2021 to amend mobile home park regulations. Our planner is not with us this evening, so I would invite our Chief Administrative Officer, Eric Depenau, to give that presentation.
Thank you, Your Worship. Tonight's public hearing is in regards to Village of Valemount Zoning Bylaw number 847-2021, Amendment Bylaw 881-2023. This amendment is up to update mobile home park zoning regulations. A zoning amendment application was received to amend the mobile home park zoning regulations. This spurred a rewrite of the residential mobile home park bylaw number 139, adopted in 1976. And the following amendments were made to the mobile home park zoning. 1, the addition of modular homes as a permitted use. Currently, mobile home parks only permit mobile homes built to a CSA Z240MH standard. Modular homes built to the CSA A277 standard were added as a permitted use. This will permit a larger variety of homes to be placed on the mobile home park spaces, so the addition of modular. 2, a decrease in the minimum parcel size for a mobile home park. Currently, the minimum parcel size for a mobile home park is 5 acres. The applicant is requesting that the size be reduced. Currently, the developable area of the applicant's lot is only 4.7 acres, rendering this lot undevelopable as a mobile home park under the current regulation. A reduced minimum parcel size of 4.5 acres was added to the mobile home park amendment before you. Staff added the following additions to the mobile home park amendments, including 1, setbacks. The current setback can be found in the mobile home park regulation bylaw 139 and are outdated. With the rewrite of this bylaw, staff seek to remove the setbacks from the bylaw and instead include them in the zoning bylaw where they are better suited. 2, buffer areas. So the current home park regulation bylaw 139 has significant buffer areas around the perimeter of mobile home parks. Buffer areas are there to provide a landscape screen from the roadway and other parcels. These drastically reduce the developable area of a parcel and discourage development on these lots. The current buffer areas are 7.5 meters on sides abutting a roadway and 4 meters on sides abutting another parcel. Staff will seek to reduce these to 3 meters on all sides and add these regulations to the zoning bylaw, again, where they're better suited. We do not recommend eliminating buffer areas altogether, but these reductions would provide more opportunities for similar development. And third, renaming of the zone. Currently, the zoning is named MHP-Mobile Home Parks. Because of the addition of modular homes as a permitted use, the zone would be renamed MHP Manufactured Home Park to be inclusive of both mobile and modular. Village of Valemount bylaw number 847, 2021, amendment bylaw 881, 2023 received first and second readings at the June 27th regular council meeting. Notifications were posted as per the Local Government Act, and residents were invited to provide feedback at tonight's public hearing or via written submissions.
Thank you, Mr. Depenau. And under 4.2, have any written submissions been received prior to these proceedings?
I confirm no written submissions were received by the deadline.
Thank you very much. Under 4.3, are there any comments from members of the public regarding this proposal? For a second time, are there any comments from members of the public regarding this proposal? And for a third time, seeking comments from members of the public regarding this proposal. Are there any, under 4.4, are there any comments from the proponent if present? Under 4.5, are there any questions or comments by from council to staff? Councillor Pearson.
Quick question, actually 2 points. One's clarification. I don't know if anybody would have looked at the map and been a little confused by the addressing where it shows the subject property at 22 Ash Street, and it's way over on the other side of Dogwood. So in speaking with CAO Depenau, he confirmed that that whole block is addressed as 202 Ash Street. It's not real clear, but I guess my question or comment would be on the buffer zones, and if that buffer zone is a fenced or defined area so that the properties don't over time expand into, as has been known to happen. That would be my concern.
Are there any follow-up from staff?
Just in regards to the buffer area, I don't understand that to include a mandatory physical barrier. I understand it to be a landscape buffer, so it intended to be a screen, whether that's foliage or otherwise. So it's just an offset, is my understanding of that requirement.
Okay, thank you.
If Neil may recall from last term or 2 terms ago, Dogwood wasn't actually a dedicated road for the longest of time, hence the elongated 202 Ash Street. Thank you, Councillor Pearson. Did you have a follow-up?
No, thank you.
Any other questions, comments from staff, or from council to staff? Then I now adjourn this public hearing. Thank you. 7:08. I now call to order the Tuesday, July 25th, 2023 regular meeting of council to order. First up on the agenda, under 2.1, is adoption of this evening's agenda with a recommendation that the July 25th, 2023 regular meeting of council be adopted as amended to include the following late item, and under 8.12, Robson Valley Community Services, RVCS, request for waiving rental fees. Would I have a mover on that? Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor MacLean. Are there any further additions and or deletions to this evening's agenda? All in favor? It's carried. A plethora of minutes to consider for adoption. 3.1, adoption of the minutes of the June 27th, 2023 regular meeting of council be adopted. Moved by Councillor Pearson, second by Councillor Mulyk. Are there any errors or omissions arising? All in favor? It's carried. 3.2, adoption of the minutes of the June 27th, 2023 public hearing be adopted as presented. Moved by Councillor MacLean, second by Councillor Mulyk. Are there any errors or omissions arising from those minutes? All in favor? It's carried. 3.3, adoption of the minutes of the July 18th, 2023 special meeting of council be approved. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, second by Councillor Pearson. Are there any errors or omissions arising? All in favor? It's carried. We have one correspondence for action to consider under 6.1. It is the Regional District Fraser Fort George Consent Process Fire Department Coordination Service Establishment Bylaw number 1990, Amendment Bylaw number 3310, 2023, with the recommendation that notification be given to the Regional District Fraser Fort George by way of certified resolution as follows, indicating that the municipality consents on behalf of the electors to adoption of Regional District Bylaw number 3310, 2023, whereas the Regional Board is considering the adoption of Fire Department Coordination Service Bylaw, Establishment Bylaw number 1990, Amendment Bylaw number 3310, 2023, and whereas the entire area of the Village of Valemount is participating area for the above service, and whereas the Council of the municipality believes that it is in the best interest of the electors to consent on their behalf to the above bylaw, now therefore be it resolved that the Council for the Village of Valemount hereby gives its consent to the adoption of the Fire Department Coordination Service Establishment Bylaw number 1990, Amendment Bylaw number 3310, 2023 by the Board of Directors of the Regional District of Fraser Fort George, and that the Regional District is so advised. Do I have a mover on that? Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Questions, comments, discussion, Councillor Pearson.
Yeah, I have concerns on the fact that there isn't a lot of background information given in this agenda for the public, and the fact that this does have ramifications on our taxpayers. Having an unrestricted
Removing the limits of a requisition.
requisition, thank you, I could have lost the word, is a little concerning. We did receive late information from CAO Depenau that explains a little clearer, but I think in the interest of the taxpayer, I would look to table, table this and request a delegation from the regional district just to explain the process a little more and the potential ramifications for our taxpayers.
Okay. Would you accept a virtual delegation, just in the interest of travel?
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, it's nice, it's the Robson Valley. We do have that seal coating to consider.
Oh, it's all done. It's all done.
Okay. Thank you, Councillor Pearson. Any further comments on the motion that's on the floor? So you would be looking to defeat this motion and provide us with another one? Is basically what I'm hearing.
Correct.
Okay. Any further discussion on the motion? All in favor? One, hold your hands high, please. 1, 2, and opposed? 1, 2. It is defeated. Those that would like, those that are opposed, would you like your vote recorded? No? No? Okay. Councillor Pearson.
Excuse me. I would move that we request a delegation, either in person or virtual, at our next meeting from the regional district to give further clarity to both council, staff, and taxpayers on potential ramifications as far as the tax base goes.
Seconder on that? Councillor Blanchette, thank you. When you say next meeting, if in favor with regional staff, would you look to a special meeting if necessary? Just to keep their timelines going?
I would be comfortable with that, yes.
Okay, Councillor Blanchette, so next meeting would be, it's pretty general?
Yeah.
Right, okay. You're okay with that? Okay. Discussion on the motion? All in favor? It's carried. Is there any clarity needed from staff?
At a future meeting might provide the most flexibility, but.
Next.
if that's
I
next,
didn't hear
that-
next regular meeting.
Okay, at the next.
I got it. I didn't even reference the meeting.
See? It's done.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, Councillor. It was Councillor Pearson and Councillor Blanchette.
Thank you, sir.
Just explaining defeating.
Oh. Thank you. 6.2, Spruce City Wildlife Association is looking for a letter of support with a recommendation that a letter be provided to the Spruce City Wildlife Association in support of their Northern Interior Community Gaming Grant application. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, second by Councillor MacLean. Discussion, all in favor, it's carried. Quite a bit in the reading file this evening. Is there anything folks would like to surface? Councillor MacLean.
I would like to talk about the Creekside's comments.
Okay.
They're right, and if the inspector has been there and told us that we need these things, I would like to see us bring it up to standard.
There was an offer within the letter that the proponent would work with staff to budget and source some of these things. Would you like staff to reach out to Northern Health ourselves to ensure that those shortcomings are looked at through a Northern Health lens?
Yeah, we should do that as well, but I have a lot of respect for Leanne's.
Oh, absolutely. Without
So
question.
if we could include, because they did bring it to our attention,
absolutely.
it would be great.
Yeah. So I'm hearing that staff work with Northern Health and the proponent to identify missing pieces of concession equipment.
Yes, please.
Seconder? Seconded by Councillor Blanchette. Does staff need further clarity?
No, your worship, that's clear to us. Thank you.
Further discussion, Councillor Pearson?
Yeah, I just have concerns in how far we're going with equipping a 50-year-old trailer that we've had to fight to keep up to standards. Part of it is I guess twofold in the fact that being part of the volunteer group that built Johnny O Park and the new concrete brick concession building that has never been utilized other than storage for the village property. I'm just concerned at what end do we keep pouring money into that old trailer? Like it's seen its day. So, I mean, I'm supportive of getting it up to standard, but I mean, I think we need to look at a long-term plan as far as the facility itself.
Agreed. And I think aside from the hand washing sink, all of that equipment is portable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's just my comment on it.
Yeah, good. I mean, looking at that longer term outlook is beneficial to everyone. Councillor Blanchette?
So lipstick on a pig, right? But we've been talking about that. But, yeah.
Lipstick that provide health benefits.
Exactly, for that part. But Councillor Pearson's point, we've been talking about that since my first term. And we've never, ever done
almost like
anything with
50
it.
years ago.
Exactly. So maybe this is the council that we actually sit down and figure out what we're gonna do with that piece of property.
We'll certainly do a deeper dive. I believe Mr. Depenau is doing a full strategic review with staff in the coming days around our strategic priorities.
Okay.
And we'll see where that particular area lies.
Okay, because I
And
think
then
we have to be.
if we need to adjust, we will.
Yeah, I think we have to be realistic that that is the center place where sports days or Valemount days has been. And so the likelihood of that changing is, maybe slim, but we need to look at the Johnny O Park and what are the possibilities there, because the very first sports days that I attended, that I worked at, the Johnny O Park was open to baseball, but we don't have as many teams now. So I just think we really need to be really specific on what we're realistically going to do with that, because we've talked about this every single term I've been in, and we have changed nothing, right? I mean, we need to bulldoze it and start fresh. We really do. And the community.
If Northern Health wants to build a hospital and the only place they can put it is on a ball field, the ball field's gotta go.
Well, then we look at the Johnny O Park and say, okay, what we can do there, right? But I think that this is the time to stop, continuing to talk about it and work with staff and get it done. Let's get this done. I mean, there's lots of grants out there. Let's see what we can do. And keep it as a priority. It's for the community. We know they're going to be using it again in next year when Sports Days happens again. Maybe we could give them a new park.
Baby steps.
Well, yeah, but you know what?
But there's lots of recreation grants out there.
There's time for baby steps and there's time to take some big leaps, and we've been taking baby steps for years.
Councillor Pearson?
And further to that point, it is central, and we have had discussions over the years about what's going to happen with the beer gardens to be removed from the ball field. So maybe there's an opportunity long-term to look at a combined structure that would have a concession, beer gardens at some point.
Good points.
So.
Good points.
Okay.
Further to the motion? All in favor? It's carried. Other points of the reading file to bring to surface, Councillor Pearson?
Number 4, the Berg Lake Trail Bulletin. Congrats to them for getting the first 7 kilometers and the new Kinney Lake Campground open. The parking lot is pretty amazing. You drive in there, it's like, whoa, okay. So, yeah, kudos for them, and fully accessible as well. And number 8, the Natural Resources Forum. I was unable to attend the last one, but I would be interested in putting my name forward for that one in 2024.
Oh, the Natural Resources Forum? Okay. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Yeah, what happened there that we couldn't both make it? There's just a scheduling.
Yeah.
Further discussion? All in favor? It's carried. I'm sure we'll get more reminders if there's other members of council looking to attend. Further to the reading file? Anyone? Thank you. Administrative reports, 8.1, accounts payable report, the April through June 2023, that the report be received. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. 8.2, the Resort Municipality Initiative Program projects for 2023 and 24, that the report be received. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Blanchette. Discussion? Councillor Pearson.
Yeah, just quick. I mean, it's great to see the money that is coming into the community as a resort municipality. I think kind of partly on my side of the table, I'd like to see a little more within the community as far as improving our community as a resort municipality. But yeah, I mean.
Versus a park.
Yeah.
Like.
Surrounding area.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to see that money and where it's being spent, so.
Thank you. Further comments? All in favor? It's carried. 8.3, bylaw enforcement summary report, June 2023, that it be received. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, second by Councillor MacLean. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. Under 8.4, we do have a village housing project update at 1133 6th Ave. With a recommendation that the report be received. Moved by Councillor Mulyk, second by Councillor Blanchette. Discussion? I think we have a press release that just went out 24 minutes and 59 seconds ago.
Staff confirms that to be the case.
It is confirmed. All in favor? It's carried. 8.5, village staffing update from the CAO, that the report be received. Moved by Councillor MacLean, second by Councillor Blanchette. All in, discussion. Couple of folks shy, but I'm sure we'll fill some roles.
I suppose for anyone listening at home, your worship, just encouraging folks interested in working for the municipality to keep our eyes out on the job boards and our website for future listings. Always happy to have local talent applying to work at the village.
Nice, thank you. Further discussion, Councillor Pearson?
Yeah, and it's nice to see that we're able to post a full-time permanent position for Public Works. It's a great opportunity for somebody to step in.
Yeah, agreed. All in favor? It's carried. 8.6, we have terms of reference update and appointment of a councillor, 2 Ls, to the Traffic and Transportation Committee, with a couple of recommendations here, that a councillor be appointed to the Select Committee on Traffic and Transportation. Councillor Pearson?
I would put my name forward for that.
We have a seconder. Seconded by Councillor Blanchette. Discussion. All in favor? It's carried. Councillor Pearson to be appointed to the Select Committee of Traffic and Transportation. Number 2, that the CAO be appointed as the representative for administration. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor Pearson. Discussion. All in favor? Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
I want my speed bumps.
Committee will be duly informed.
The committee will be duly informed.
Yeah.
I second that. All in favor? It's carried. And that the Traffic and Transportation Committee terms of reference be amended as presented. Just some housekeeping. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. All in favor? It's carried. 8.7, Robson Valley Community Services, 99 Gore Street, lease agreement. That's not the new one yet. Wait. That council approves the attached lease agreement between Village of Valemount and RVCS for 99 Gore Street. Moved by Councillor MacLean, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Discussion. That's not the late item. All in favor? It's carried. 8.8, the Valemount Lions Club lease of lane behind 1100 Main Street, with a recommendation that staff be directed to renew the lease between the Village of Valemount and the Valemount Lions Club for the use of lane located immediately behind 1100 Main Street for a period of 5 years at an annual fee of $1. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor Pearson. Discussion. All in favor? It's carried. Under 8.9, we do have a development variance permit 2301 at 1145 Canoe View Place to consider, with a recommendation that initial approval be given to the proposed development variance 2301 for 1145 Canoe View Place, legally described as Lot 12, District Lot 7355, Caribou District Plan BCP 20630, to increase the maximum height of an accessory building to 7.01 meters or 23 feet. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Discussion. I've had a couple of chats with residents in the area and they don't seem to have an issue with it. And of course, it'll be going out for public consideration anyways. All in favor? It's carried. 8.10, development variance permit 2302 for 1100 14th Avenue. And this is to give initial approval, be given to a proposed development variance 2302 for 1100 14th Avenue, legally described as Lot 11, District Lot 7355, Caribou District Plan 26762, to decrease the required minimum width of a principal building from 4.75 meters or 16 feet to 4.27 meters or 14 feet, and to increase the maximum allowable age of a mobile home from 20 years to 28 years. Moved by Councillor MacLean, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. Fitz, you'll be happy. 8.11, temporary use permit 2305, which is a renewal of TUP 2103 at 1945 Cranberry Place, with a recommendation that temporary use permit 2305, a renewal of TUP 2103 for 1945 Cranberry Place, legally described as Lot 6, Caribou District Lot, or District Lot 7354, Caribou District Plan 19779, accept Plan 30941, proposing a temporary residential structure for up to 3 years, be given initial approval. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, second by Councillor Pearson. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. This is the new item, 8.12, Robson Valley Community Services, request, so RVCS, request for waiving of rental fees. There's a recommendation that council approves the attached lease for the second floor of the CSB, Community Services Building, at 99 Gore Street, proposing that the Robson Valley Community Services pay rental fees for the month of August 2023 to cover the overhead and advertising costs. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Blanchette. Discussion on the late item. All in favor? It's carried. 9.1, Council Procedure Amendment Bylaw number 878, 2000, before I flip my page, 2023. With a recommendation, the Council Procedure Bylaw number 834, 2020, Amendment Bylaw number 878, 2023, proposing changes to the regulations regarding electronic meeting attendance, be given third reading. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, thank you. Moved by, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. 9.2 Cemetery Amendment Bylaw number 879, 2023, with a recommendation that Cemetery Bylaw number 685, 2012, Amendment Bylaw number 879, 2023, proposing an increase in the number of memorials permitted on a burial plot be adopted as presented. Moved by Councillor MacLean, seconded by Councillor Pearson. Discussion? Final adoption? All in favor? It's carried. 9.3, amendments to, stemming from a public hearing, amendments to mobile home park regulations, with a couple of resolutions to consider, council. Number 1, that Village of Valemount manufactured home park regulations bylaw 880, 2023 be given first and second reading. Moved by Councillor Mulyk, seconded by Councillor MacLean. Discussion on first and second. All in favor? It's carried. And that Village of Valemount zoning bylaw number 847, 2021, amendment bylaw number 881, 2023 be given first and second reading. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Blanchette. Discussion?
I think that should say third.
Yeah,
Oh.
just looking at the package, apologies.
Oh, that would be third.
Yeah, and I do believe the first one as well.
That's correct. So first and second readings occurred in June. The
Yeah.
package that you have,
No
the full
problem.
agenda, the recommendations do read correctly as be given third reading. However, the updated agenda package, our apologies, does have first and second there.
So the previous motion on the floor, do we need to rescind that? Okay, so I'll be looking to council rescind Village of Valemount manufactured home as previously read in the last minute. Not the whole bylaw of first and second, just what we just put on the floor. Village of Valemount manufactured home park regulations bylaw number 880, 2023 be given first and second reading. Moved by Councillor Pearson, second by Councillor Blanchette. Discussion on rescindment. All in favor? It's carried. With a recommendation that Village of Valemount manufactured home park regulation bylaw number 880, 2023 be given third reading following a public hearing. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor MacLean. Discussion on third reading. All in favor? It's carried. And to the Village of Valemount zoning bylaw number 847, 2021, amendment bylaw number 881, 2023 be given third reading. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, second by Councillor Mulyk. Discussion on third. All in favor? It's carried. Not seeing any new business, you're welcome. Is there a notice of motion to be brought forward? Council reports. Under 12.1, verbal reports to be given by myself and you fine folk. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You'll go first.
Yeah.
Councillor Blanchette.
So yesterday we had our photo op. That's it. I'm keeping the summer light.
Noted. And I did have a written report here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. Councillor Mulyk. Keep
Nothing to report.
Oh, you did beat it. No, you read the photo op.
Well, the photo op, okay. But
At
that's,
least it's something to report.
okay. I was there.
fairly exciting.
The men in blue.
Bookends.
Councillor MacLean.
I actually had two things to report.
Okay.
The special meeting on July the 18th. And then this morning, I had a Columbia Basin Trust Local Government Committee meeting.
How'd that go?
It went quite well. We're planning and looking forward to the next two scheduled negotiating sessions. The next one will be in the States, and the one after that will be in Canada, in Victoria. And talked about concerns with drought conditions, that kind of thing, throughout the entire basin.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know, did you guys see the, sort of the rollout of the Lower Columbia update from BC Hydro? Is that suggesting,
Today. It was today.
yeah, okay. Drought level 4 drought throughout the basin, way lower than normal water levels throughout.
It's been affected greatly in the Arrow Lakes, I believe, where beaches are inaccessible and high and dry, yeah.
And warmer water. Some places.
Thank you, Councillor Pearson.
July 18th, we had a special meeting of council. July 19th, popped in for a quick visit with coffee with Bob, MP Bob Zimmer, a nice visit there. And then also had the photo op and property tour of 1133 6th Avenue yesterday.
Nice. Bear with me while I'm still trying to find my report. And for no good reason, I can't. I did, I submitted it to staff sometime.
Just say you did some stuff.
I can't give you dates, but met with MP Zimmer, took him for a tour last week on some of our capital projects, both completed and ongoing. In particular, took him by the VARS building, the new seniors cares facility, the Dogwood and East Ash area lift station upgrades, and the child care center and affordable rentals for women in transition. I thought it was going to be a light report, but as I was typing it out, it certainly was not. RDFFG meetings, I attended virtually, just as the Columbia Basin Trust was meeting on the Friday right after, which was held in Fernie. And it's always, I try to endeavor to get to Columbia Basin Trust board meetings, especially when they're held in the hometown of a director, because they're just there to to really show off what they really enjoy about the area. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to Fernie, but next time. Had a pre-meet with Wave Innovations, Wave Convergex, Councillor Pearson for the Southeast BC Connectivity Committee, and I think that just about wraps it up. Off the top of my head. Motion to receive. Moved by Councillor Mulyk, second by, I too was at the photo op for the press release. Moved by Councillor Mulyk, seconded by Councillor MacLean, that the reports be received. Questions, comments on the reports? Discussion, all in favor? It's carried. Under 13.1, calendar of events for July and August for your information. And now we have time for public comments under 14.1 on items considered by council as part of the approved agenda. Do we have any public comments this evening on items on the approved agenda? Please do not arouse the crowd.
I was just looking at him.
We finally have people, don't
Don't scare them off. Hearing no public comments, we will not proceed to in camera, and instead I will ask for adjournment. Councillor Pearson. Thank you.